So welcome back for game two of this three-game series for the championship of the Irish Baseball A-League. The Spartans took game one this morning by a score of 12-8. Hugely gutsy pitching performance by Brendan Scott through 161 pitch complete game. There was no way he was being taken out of that game once he had the lead. So now Spartans leading the series 1-0. And we go to the top of the first. Ben Wynn leading off for the Spartans here. And the first pitch from Cuevas is a ball. Defensively for the Mariners, we've got Trajan Finarelli in left field, Leo Farrell in center, and Michael O'Brien out in right. Fausto Reyes, the third baseman, as Ben Wynn draws a walk. Jared Ratner, shortstop. Alex Cuprara, second base. Felipe Talos is the first baseman. Behind the plate is Garrett Donnelly, and on the mound, Jaime Cuevas and Jefe. So leadoff runner aboard for the Spartans. Ben Wynn over at first base with the walk. Dom DeFelice, the pitcher, steps in. And Cuevas aware of the speed over there at first base, keeping a good check on there. And first pitch ball outside to Felice. That's 5 straight from Cuevas. See if he can settle in here. And that one missing up. Cuevas not too happy with that call. Part through today at the plate, Christian Stamper, Patrick Fleming got the first base side, and Jason Scott on field umpire. That one also missing. So it's 3-0 now. The count, and that one called strike. Runner goes, and it's going to be in there safe. Taylor's a little bit slow getting over there. So stolen base for a win. Runner in scoring position. 3 balls and 1 strike. The count now to Dom DeFelice. Little repair work needed to second base there, but we're ready to go now again. And he shanks this one down just left of the bag at third for a foul ball. Runs the count full. DeFelice, switch hitter, batting from the right side against the left-handed Cuevas. As he lifts this one into left and he dumps it in there as it finds the grass. They're going to send the runner in around third. He's going to score. A little bit of a bobble out and left from Finarelli, but I don't think he would have had a play anyway. And he manages to keep DeFelice at first. So Spartans first blood as they get on the board, 1-0 here in the top of the first. Brings up the third baseman, Mike Jacobs. This one chopped foul, and he's in an 0-2 hole. That one is wide for a ball. And they called third strike there on Jacobs. So that is one away. They'll bring up the left hitter Frank Andrews. Cuevas starts Andrews off with a called strike. And that one just stays off the plate, evens it up at 1-1. And Andrews shoots this pass to diving Palace at first into right field. De Felice is going to keep going all the way around to third. And he's going to get there. They hold Andrews at first. So single to right for Andrews. Right, it's runners at the corners with one out for the catcher Kiki Beltran. First pitch to Beltran is fouled off, out of play. This one grounded to the shortstop, could be two. Flips to second, turn to first, and not in time and gets past the first baseman, but Beltran's going to stay there. But that scores another run as De Felice comes in from third. And that puts the Spartans up 2-0. Andrews was put out on the fielder's choice. So the only base runner is Beltran at first now. That's Peacock. Was that one foul? Little bloop fly out to shortstop. And that'll take care of the Spartans, but not before they put two on board. And it is first blood to them as we head to the bottom of the first. 2-0 Spartans. So we go to the bottom of the first. The Mariners chasing 2. And Jared Ratner, the shortstop, is going to lead it off. Defensively for the Spartans. First pitch is fouled off. We've got Frank Andrews in left field, Ben Wynn in center, and Sam Kelly in right. Mike Jacobs, the third baseman. Trevor Peacock, shortstop. Jimmy Peter at second. Alan Fox, the first baseman. As Ratner gets hit by the pitch there, and he'll go to first. Kike Beltran is the catcher. And on the mound is Don DeFelice. So Ratner aboard on the hit by pitch. That's the leadoff runner. Brings up Garrett Donnelly, the catcher. Fastball in for a called strike there on Donnelly. And that one dotted on the edge for a called strike too. Nice pitch. And this one grounded softly to shortstop, slowly developing. Fires to second, gets it in time, won't have a play at first. So Jared Ratner is out at second base, and the fielder's choice, which has Donnelly aboard at first. The first baseman, Felipe Talos, now coming up to bat. Had a 5-for-5 game in the first game this morning. This one gets past Beltran back to the backstop, and it's going to allow Donnelly to advance on the fastball there. Now fastball in at the knees there, evens it up at 1-1. Now this one lifted and left down the line, could be trouble. Fielder's not going to get there, and that is going to drop. And he's good enough to score a run. Talos seems to be limping his way to first base there, so he's in a bit of discomfort. But he has an RBI single, and the Mariners are on the board. That brings up Trajan Finarelli, the left fielder. This one grounded to short again, could be 2, although slow developing, and they get the out at second, but not at first. So again, a 6-4 put out at second on the fielder's choice. Finarelli is now at first base, and there are 2 away. So Michael O'Brien, now the right fielder, moves into bat. First pitch to O'Brien is high for ball one. And this one grounded over to second base. Peters got it. Fires to first, and Fox just manages to hold the bag there in time to get him. And the Mariners are retired, but they get one back. So we go to the second score. Spartans 2, Mariners 1. Top of the second, Alan Fox, the first baseman, is going to lead it off for the Spartans. And Cuevas starts him off with a called strike. And that one fouled away. So Fox in an 0-2 hole. Obviously Cuevas not throwing with high velocity here, but tries to trick the batters into making soft contact. As Fox a little out in front of that one and fouls it down the third base line. And change up misses off the plate there. And puts back in on him, fouled away again. So still one ball and two strikes. And this one lifted into center field. Carl coming at it, and it gets by him. Tried for the diving catch and just came up short. And Fox is going to get around to second base on that one. So lead-off double for the Spartans as a man in scoring position, with the second baseman Jimmy Pita coming up to bat. And Pita's first pitch swing and drives it through the hole between the shortstop and third baseman, and advances Fox over to third base. Pita's aboard with a single, brings up the right fielder Sam Kelly, with runners at the corners and nobody out. As Kelly swings through the first one, or strike one. Second pitch comes in just a little high, evens it up 1-1. Cuevas tried to put a little more bite on that one. And now soft grounder over to third. It's going to be good enough to score the run. They take the out at second base. So Kelly's aboard on the fielder's choice. And the run comes across. So it lengthens the Spartans' lead out to 3-1. That gets us back to the top of the order. It's Ben Wynn, who drew a walk in the first inning. And he floats this one out to center field. Farrell has a track on it, and he's got it, so he puts that away. So 2 outs now. Runner on first base, and Dom DeFelice comes up to bat 1-for-1 today with a singles left.
Seeing 3 baseballs out there.
So DeFelice first pitch swinging and pulls it foul at the third base line.
No.
This one misses down and runs it even 1-1. And Cuevas has Kelly leaning at first base. Very close play, just back in safely at first base. Definitely had him fooled that time. And he does it again just for good measure. Keep him close over there. So 1-1 strike now, the count. And this one hit hard in the left field. That's over Finarelli. Come back and hits the base of the fence. They're sending Kelly all the way from first base. DeFelice holds up at second. He's going to get there. So that is an RBI double for Dom DeFelice as Kelly scores all the way from first base. He just missed a home run by a few feet there. So that's going to bring up Mike Jacobs, who struck out looking. His first at bat. He lifts this one high and deep and down the foul line, drifting foul. It won't be a play. So long, strike one on him. And this one popped up on the other side. So no balls and 2 strikes now on Jacobs. DeFelice in scoring position. One goes back to the screen, and the runner's going to advance on the wild pitch over to third base. So runner on third, 2 away. This one hit deep into right field. Going back on it is O'Brien. He's going to get there, and he'll be able to make the catch. But Spartans get 2 across, and they lead it now 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning now. Mariners chasing 3. Soft little blooper over towards shortstop, cut off by Mike Jacobs, but he fires high over the first. So Cabrera is going to be aboard on the throw here. Going to bring up the DH James Thornton. And Felice starts him off with a called strike right up the knees. And that one just misses off the plate. A little back foot slider is yanked just wide of the bag. First base for a foul and strike 2. And this one grounded to second. Peters got it, throws the second, gets the out there. They're going to be too late at first, but it gets by Fox, and the ball goes dead. So Thornton is going to get around. Don't think they ever really had to play it first. But he's going to get to second on the error. Well, they get the 4-6 put out at second base. And the third baseman, Fausto Reyes, comes up. The first 2 pitches to Reyes are balls. Well, he's ahead. fastball high. 3 balls and no strikes. And Reyes taken all the way there, but Felice stuffs it in there for a strike. Goes right at him again. Was fouled back to the screen. And goes up the count. Breaking ball, Jones missed it. Very close pitch, but that's a walk. First base goes open. Now runners at first and second for the center fielder, Leo Farrell. First pitch to Farrell was tipped into the glove. And that one just missing outside. This one put through the hole there into right field. Runners froze until they were sure it's through, so no chance to score there. They're going to hold Thornton at third. Reyes over to second on the plate. And Farrell is aboard at first. It's back to the top of the order. And Jared Radner hit by pitch in his first at bat. This one is lifted into left. Andrews coming in. Will it be deep enough to score? And third comes Thornton and throws cut off. So the sacrifice fly scores another run for the Mariners. And that's the second out of the inning. Brings up Garrett Donnelly. And promptly lifts another one out there. This one a bit deeper. Andrews going back. He reaches up and he is able to make the play. So that would be the third out of the inning. And the Mariners are retired, but not before they get one back. And we head to the third. Spartans 4, Mariners 2. So top of the third now, Frank Andrews is going to lead it off for the Spartans. They've got a bit of action in the left field there in the last inning. 4-2, the Spartans lead it. Andrews' first pitch swinging up over shortstop, a leap, but he can't come up with it. And that one is in left field, lead-off single for Andrews. And that's going to bring up Keith Beltran, the catcher. Grounded into a fielder's choice, his first time at bat. Andrews with a very small lead over at first base, not taking any chances with the lefty. First pitch to Beltran is down for ball one. And that one just outside. So 2 balls and no strikes on Beltran. And grounder is short now, could be a double play ball. One little bobble leaves it behind him. Only play is to first and not in time. So Beltran is aboard on the error by the shortstop, and over to second base goes Andrews. That's going to bring up Trevor Peacock. Peacock, dangerous hitter, but showing some power in game one today. So he has 2 runners on with nobody out. First pitch to him is off the plate for ball one. Now this one lifted into very shallow right fielder coming in. He's not going to get there, but the runner from first had to hesitate, and they're going to get him at second base. And that is 1 out, but Andrews makes his way over to third base as Alan Fox comes up to bat. Again, a runner to third with 1 out is the name of the game. So Spartans have managed that. Let's see if they can get him across. Fox fouling off the first pitch. And then takes the ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now this one driven out of the center field. The runner was going from first, going back on it is Farrell, and he manages to haul it in. Tagging from third is Andrews. Will be deep enough to score him. So 2 outs now, and Spartans have managed to get the run across. This one grounded over to third, and they're going to go the short way, and they've got it for the 3rd out. And that'll do it for the Spartans, but not before they put another one up. And they go back up to a 3-run lead, 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. So Mariners chasing 3 runs here as they come to their bottom half of the 3rd inning. Felipe Talas is going to lead it off for them. His bat is staying hot. 6 for 6 on the day. 1 for 1 in this game. First pitch to Talas is inside for ball 1. He shows bunt and takes for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now. This one driven hard to center field, and Wynn is not going to get there. Talas definitely noticeably limping, and he is going to just trot his way to first base. He's clearly injured, but they want to keep his bat in the game. So single to center field for Talas, and that brings up Trajan Finarelli, the left fielder. And Finarelli shoots this one into right field, first pitch swinging, and drives it right out there. So he's aboard at first base and drives Talas over to second. So first 2 men aboard for the Mariners. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Michael O'Brien. First pitch swing and driven through the hole. Talas over to third as they just go station to station here. But base is juiced now with nobody out for Alex Cabrera, the second baseman. First pitch to Cabrera on the corner at the knees. Very nice. Strike 1. Breaking ball was fouled off his foot. So the count goes to 0-2. And Felice tried to get him to chase the high cheese. And the fastball in there, swing and a miss. Snuck that one by, and that's a big out for the Spartans. 1 away now with the bases loaded. And that brings up the designated hitter, James Thornton. Thornton got aboard by virtue of a throwing error by the shortstop his first time at bat. And first pitch to him misses. And this one chipped up the middle, and the shortstop is going to get there. Waits for his man at second base, and they are not going to have time for the double play, but they get the force out at second. Run scores on the play. So Thornton is aboard on the fielder's choice. Talos scores to make it 5-3. Brings up Reyes, the third baseman, with runners at the corners now. Finnerelli made his way over to third on the plate. And swing and a miss there. And that one just missing off the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike now the count. And that one misses, and Reyes is going to take his walk, pushing Thornton over to second base, loading up the bases for Leo Farrell, the center fielder, who is 1 for 1 today. And DeFelice starts him off with a nice breaking ball that he just swings over the top of. And swing and miss on the fastball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Farrell. And just missing off the outside corner. Evens up the count to 2-2. And that one misses high, so that loads up the count. Runners will be going on the pitch. Big spot here. And the payoff, a swing and a miss, and strike 3. The Spartans get out of it with a minimum of damage as the Mariners put up only 1. And we go to the 4th with the score Spartans 5, Mariners 3. Jaime Cuevas' day is done on the mound as Marco Sebleano takes over from him for the pitching duties for the Mariners. He's going to face Sam Kelly. The first pitch from Sebleano is in the dirt for ball one. This one high and away. 2 balls and no strikes now on Kelly. He goes at him this time, fouled away, back to the backstop. And this one just misses in off the plate, so 3 balls and 1 strike. Now this one lifted on the infield, coming across is Kupari. That one's drifting on him and he can't come up with it. And Kelly is going to be safe at first base with an infield hit. So it gets us to the top of the order with Ben Wynn, who's 0 for 1 today, has also drawn a walk and scored. So Spartans with the leadoff runner aboard as they lead this game by 2 runs. Must-win game for the Mariners to keep this series alive. It's a best of 3, and the Spartans won this morning's game 12-8. And that one gets away, and the runner's going to advance to second base on the wild pitch. And that one is up a little high. And Sebleano brings that one back down, but swinging through it is Wynn. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Sebleano tries with the curveball, but just misses inside. So 3 balls and 1 strike now the count. And this one lifted hard in the gap in left center field. This is going to get in between the fielders, and he's going to come around to second. He's going to score Kelly easily from second. So they switch places, and that has Wynn on second base with an RBI double. And the Spartans extend their lead. Now leading 6-3. And still nobody out in this inning. Dom DeFelice coming to the plate now. He is 2 for 2 in the game so far. And shortstop sneaking behind Wynn, and he is back safely at second base. First pitch to DeFelice is high for ball. And that one missing wide of the mark. Next offering is in the dirt for ball 3. And De Felice has walked on 4 straight. So runners now on first and second. Nobody out. Mariners need to dial in their pitching if they're going to stay in the game here. As Mike Jacobs comes up to bat. Jacobs 0 for 2 so far. Another check on Wynn, but he's back safely. And yet another check on him. Obviously aware of his speed on the bases. And time now called by the batter. So the first pitch to Jacobs, breaking ball high for ball 1. And comes at him this time. Jacobs way ahead of that fastball. And breaking ball once again up top side. Cebriano finding it difficult to find the zone with that pitch. And Jacobs puts a hurt on that ball, but it is foul down the third base line by a few meters. And that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Cebriano drops down a little and misses with that offering. And that runs the count full. This one hit hard and deep into left. Going back is Finarelli. It's over his head. It hits the fence at the base. Around to score is 1 run. They hold De Felice at third base. As Jacobs is in there at second with the RBI double. De Felice from first to wait a little bit, make sure that ball wasn't going to be caught. So that is going to bring up Frank Andrews after it precipitates a bit of a chat at the mound. That one in the dirt. And this one lifted deep into the gap in the left. Go back on it. The center fielder can't come up with it. And that is going to score 2. Farrell just couldn't quite get to that one. So Andrews switches places there with a 2 RBI double. And the Spartans extend their lead. They scored 4 this inning so far. They now lead it 9-3.
Guess what? Pitch change. There we can come on.
And that is going to precipitate a pitching change as Devin Bergman comes into the game for the Mariners to take over from Marco Sevillano. Devin Bergman, the new pitcher for the Mariners, and he will face Kike Beltran. We have a runner in the scoring position at second base in Frank Andrews, and no outs. Four runs already across for the Spartans in this inning. And first pitch to him, swing and miss. And this one driven deep in the hole at shortstop. Rattler comes up with it, fires it across, a couple of bounces to first, and Talos can't handle it. So that is a base hit single in the infield for Beltran. Andrews, of course, held his ground at second base. So runners now at first and second for Trevor Peacock, the shortstop. And first pitch to Trevor is right down Broadway for a called strike. And a breaking ball in there for strike 2. Bergman tries to tempt him with something off the plate, but he is not biting. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to count. This one is yanked into left. Line drive is going to sit down in front of Finarelli. They're going to hold Andrews at third base, wisely I would say. So that will load up the bases for Alan Fox, the first baseman. Still nobody out in the inning. And this is the 8th batter that the Spartans have brought to the plate. And the catcher, Garrett Donnelly, is going to have a word with the pitcher. Quite surprising to see Bergman come into this game having thrown 103 pitches in this morning's game. But it's desperate times here as a must-win game for the Mariners. First offering to Fox is high. As is the second one. So 2-0 the count. Nowhere to put Fox now with the bases loaded. And Bergman goes out, and there it's fouled back to the screen. And this one fouled back and out of play. And that evens it up at 2-2.
Ahead, steady 1-8. 1-8. Oh, they did it.
Now, fastball foul tipped, and Donnelly couldn't quite squeeze it. So Fox gets to fight another day as the count remains at 2-2. Now this one lifted up and fouled out of play to the right side. So Fox making a battle of this one. And he finishes it by lifting it into left. Finarelli's under it, but looks deep enough to score Andrews from third. He tags and goes, and he is going to get there. So the sacrifice fly and a productive at-bat by Alan Fox in the end. That's going to bring up Jimmy Pita. There's one out now. And runners at first and second. Swing and a miss there from Pita. And this one lifted softly into center. Farrell coming on. He is not going to get there. Drops in front of him. And a good read there by Fox. So single from Peter loads him up again. So Sam Kelly coming up now as the Spartans have batted around in the inning, but still only one out. So that one misses down and away. And again, same spot. So 2-0 on Kelly. And swing and a miss on that one. This one lifted into right. Right fielder was playing very shallow, going back on it. Oh, and can't make the catch. So Kelly is going to be aboard and scores another run. The Spartans just go station to station here, so they keep them loaded up. Back to the top of the order with Ben Wynn. First pitch he called strike. And this one grounded softly up the middle. Shortstop is going to go the short way to second. They get the out there on the fielder's choice, but another run scores. So the lead extends to 12-3. So Tom De Felice now comes to bat. Runners at the corners now for De Felice. And that one gets away from the catcher, and Wynn is going to take the opportunity to go over to second base. So two on the pond now at second and third. Two balls and one strike now on De Felice. Well, that one gets away. It's ball four. Pita is going to score, and that's all they're going to get. De Felice will go up to first base with the walk. So runners at the corners now for Mike Jacobs. Two away. And that one in the dirt gets away from the catcher, and over to second goes De Felice. Called strike that time on Jacobs, evens it up at 1-1. And that one well outside and down, not tempting. And he just corkscrews this one foul. It's going to even it up at 2-2. So that's going to run the count full on Jacobs. And that one in there for a call, strike three, as he leaves two runners in scoring position. But the Spartans bring 14 batters to the plate that inning, and they now lead it 13-3 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. So Mariners now chasing 10 runs here as we go into the bottom of the fourth. And the pinch hitter coming to the plate, Cian Czarnecki, comes into the game for Jared Ratner. And Felice starts him off with a strike. And there's another one on the outside corner. So Czarnecki in a hole 0-2. And that one missing away. And the 15-year-old Czarnecki takes a hack at that one, drives it foul. And the count remains at 2-2. And chases the high cheese that time, and he goes down swinging. So one away. That brings up Garrett Donnelly, the catcher.
Oh, yeah.
First pitch to Donnelly, breaking ball in for a strike. And Felice goes at him with the fastball fouled away out of play. So Donnelly now down 0-2. Felice not messing around this inning, going right at them. That one fouled away, and Donnelly stays alive, still 0-2. And the breaking ball just misses in. And Felice takes a little more off and gets him to swing through that one. So 2 swinging strikeouts to start the inning. And up comes Felipe Talos. Spartans haven't managed to get him out today so far in both games. He is now 7 for 7. First offering to him misses. And fastball fouled away out of play. Count is 1-1. Now this one bounces, and gets a piece of the umpire, Christian Stamper. And he is going to need a minute. But the umpire is able to continue. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Talos. And a fastball right at the knees there for a called strike 2. And he bounces this one. And loads it up. 3-2. That one got a piece of Beltran. So De Felice's having to go at everybody this at bat. And then the payoff pitch is down and in for a walk. And Talos will take first base. Making way now for Trajan Finarelli, who is 1 for 2 today.
What's the best thing? It's really cold and hot, but I can feel dry without them talking.
And Finarelli takes a called strike.
Something there, yeah. That's all.
And that one gets away from Beltran, and Talos is going to advance to second on the pass ball. 1-1 the count on Finarelli. And this one grounded over the shortstop. Trevor Peacock on that one. Fires across to Fox in time. And that takes care of the Mariners with no runs. And they leave a man stranded. And we go to the 5th. Still 13-3. Defensive change for the Mariners as Reyes moves in from third base into the catcher position, giving Garrett Donnelly a chance to rest his legs. He moves out to third base. And up comes Frank Andrews. Bergman still at work on the mound. And first pitch to Andrews is inside for a ball. And that one missing down and in.
Frankie. Come on, Frankie.
And this one fouled straight up and back and out of play. So 2 balls and 1 strike now. So they buzz the tower there and Andrews walks. And the Spartans have a leadoff runner aboard for the 5th straight inning. And that's going to bring up Kike Beltran, the catcher. Beltran 1 for 3 today. 3 ground balls to the shortstop, but one of them was a base hit deep in the hole. As Bergman starts him off with a pitch high for ball 1. And the next offering is also high. And that one somehow caught the outside corner. And a little comebacker to the pitcher. Bergman has it. He's going to go to second. Not the best of throws, but Czarnecki digs it out there, and they get the force out. Beltran is aboard on the fielder's choice with the out made at second base. It's going to bring up Trevor Peacock, the shortstop, 1 for 3 today. And Bergman starts him off high. And that one also missing. Bergman looks like he's laboring out there, which is no surprise given the number of pitches he's thrown today. And that is going to be a walk on 4 straight. So runners on first and second now with 1 out for Alan Fox. Fox has a double today and 2 sacrifice flies. And Fox first pitch swing and drives it up into center field. And Spartans go station to station here. And they load them up. And up comes Jimmy Peter, the second baseman. Peter 2 for 3 today. And Peter, first pitch swing, ground ball to short, could be two. Runner skips over the ball. They get the one at second, won't get the one at first, so the run will score. And out at second base is Alan Fox. And Peter aboard with the fielder's choice as Beltran scores from third. Brings up Sam Kelly. With 2 outs, and Spartans now ahead 14-3. It's a big hill to climb for the Mariners to get back from this being a must-win game for them, or else the cup will pass to the Spartans. And the swing and a miss by Kelly puts him in an 0-2 hole. And this one lifted out into left, Finarelli coming on, and he is going to get there and makes the catch, and that takes care of the Spartans. But they put another one up, and they lead 14-3 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Elliot Biddle is the pinch hitter who comes into the game for Michael O'Brien. Biddle also just 15 years old. And takes a strike on the outside corner. And there's the second one. So he's quickly in an 0-2 hole. And swing and a miss. And that is 1 out. As he goes down swinging, that brings up Alex Capraru, the second baseman, who's 0-2 today. And that one missing in. And that one up. So 2 balls and no strikes to Caprara. And this one lifted high in the infield. Alan Fox from first base coming in. He's got room and he's got it caught. So 2 quick outs. As we go to James Thornton, the designated hitter. Thornton 0 for 2 today. And he takes a fastball for a called strike. And that one missing down and away. Evens it up at 1-1. And that one fouled off and out of play. That one not close. And runs the count even at 2-2. Oh, and that one just missing. And takes the count full. And that misses off the outside corner, so Thornton is aboard with the walk. And that's going to bring up Reyes, who is now the catcher. Samano first with 2 outs. And first pitch, Reyes is in there for a called strike. And that one bounces on the plate. Beltran manages to keep it in front of him as the count is tied up at 1-1. Fastball high for ball 2. A little soft foul fly, but nobody is going to get to that as it finds the grass. And the count is 2-2. And that one goes high, and another full count here. As De Felice is starting to spend the pitches. So back-to-back 2-out walks issued by De Felice. And the center fielder, Leo Farrell, is coming in. We're going to have a little chat at the mount. Try and settle down their pitcher. Okay, back to business. And we have runners on first and second with two away. Farrell steps in. First pitch to him, high and wide. And that one in there for a strike. That one just a little bit high, and the count goes to 2-1. And that one just caught the top of the zone and evens it up at 2-2. And this one lifted out into left. Andrews is right under that, and he'll take care of it. So the Mariners go down and leave two men stranded. No runs, still trail 14-3 as we go to the sixth. So we go to the sixth inning. New pitcher for the Mariners is Marek Salyards. They seem to have an issue with his glove. Perhaps the pale color.
Okay, green.
And ground ball to the shortstop takes care of Ben Wynn in one pitch. And one out. That's going to bring up Don DeFelice, who is 2 for 2 today, also with 2 walks. It's that one. Misses high and wide. Two balls and one strike now on DeFelice. And this ball is smoked out to right field. Going back on it is Biddle. He's not going to get there. And that bounces, one hops the fence. And he's not stopping. He's heading for third. Play there is throws just off line, and he is in there safely at third base. So that is a triple for DeFelice. And Spartans have a runner on third with one out for Mike Jacobs, the third baseman. And his first pitch swinging, grounds it just short. DeFelice thought about it, but he holds on. At first could be close. He's out at first base. DeFelice held on at third. Nice play there by Charnecki at shortstop to get Jacobs, who was hustling down the line. So 2 outs now for Frank Andrews, the left fielder. Frank has had a pretty good day at the plate, 3 for 3 and a walk. And the first offering to him just misses. And Andrews lifts this one down the line and right. Going to be close. Just drops foul. So 1-1 the count on Andrews. And that one just misses in. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And grounded over to third base. And goes to fire. A little bit of a slip by the third baseman. Throws in the dirt. Gets away. DeFelice is going to score on the play, as Andrews is aboard on the error. So another run for the Spartans as they extend their lead now 15-3. Andrews aboard at first for Kike Beltran, the catcher. Beltran 1 for 4 today. And they start him off with a ball. Oh, and that one jumps up and gives the umpire a little surprise. He's going to have a bit of a breather. Cup or no cup, you still notice that. He's okay. 2 balls and no strikes on Beltran. That one is up for 3-0. Base on balls for Beltran's going to push Andrews over to second base and bring up Trevor Peacock, shortstop. 1 for 3 with a walk today. And Salyard dots the outside corner there for a called strike. And that one gets away from the catcher, but the runners are going to hold on where they are with their 12-run lead. And that one just up for ball 3. So 3-1 to count. Catcher wanted the call. And that is going to be a base on balls, and it's going to load him up for Alan Fox. Fox 2 for 2 today. He also has 2 sacrifice flies. And Sawyer starts him off with the strike. And he's living on that outside corner, which Stamper has given to him. We'll give it to him out there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one misses in to even it up at 2-2. And that one is up high, loads it up, 3-2. And with 2 outs, the runners are going to be in motion. And this one is lifted out into center field, and Farrell is on it and takes care of it. Fox and the Spartans are retired, but they put on one more, and they lead it 15-3 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. So Yuri Koliev takes over the pitching duties for the Spartans, and he's going to face the top of the order in Kian Charnecki, the shortstop. Minato Agamori in at second base for Jimmy Pita. Charnecki takes his second ball. That one upstairs takes the count to 3-1 on Charnecki. So Charnecki takes first base on the walk, and Koliev is going to face Garrett Donnelly. Donnelly 0 for 3 on the day. Well, 1 ball, 1 strike now. Chop foul. Runs it to 1 and 2. And this one lifted into center field by Donnelly. He dumps it in there. He's going to find the grass, and he's aboard with a single. So first 2 base runners aboard for the Mariners in the 6th. Over to second base goes Czarnecki. And that's going to bring up Felipe Talos. That's a called strike. Gets away from the catcher. Czarnecki goes. And he's going to be safe at third base. So he advances on the pass ball. Count 1-1 on Talos. And this one chopped back to Koliev. He fires a little wide, but Peacock holds it at second, and they manage to get the double play as the injured Talos not moving so well up the line there. So 2 away now, and Czarnecki couldn't even advance on that one. Trajan Finarelli, the left fielder, comes up. Runner on third now at 2 away. And he chops that first one foul. This one in the dirt comes off the catcher, and Czarnecki is going to score from third. So the Mariners claw one back, making it 15-4. Count goes to 1-1 on Finarelli, and the bases are now clear. And a dribbler over to first base. Alan Fox has it, and it's going to win the foot race to the bag. That takes care of Finarelli and the Mariners, but they claw one back, and it is 15-4 as we go to the 7th. So we go to the 7th inning, and Junior Gutierrez gets his first at-bat of the game as he came in at second base for Jimmy Pita. And Salyards stays in the game pitching for the Mariners. First pitch is inside to Gutierrez. And that one just high and outside. And this one, fly foul, third base gives chase, but it's going to find the grass. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Gutierrez. And he takes a strike from Salyards there to even up the count at 2-2. And the called strike 3 there at the knees. And Gutierrez is retired. That's going to bring up Yuri Koliev, who came into the game for Sam Kelly. And has taken on the pitching duties for the Spartans. And Salyard starts him off with a strike. And the second one. So Koliev in a hole on 2 now. Chops that one foul, and count remains at 0-2.
Right.
And that one also chip foul. Fouled off again, so Koliev being a bit of a pest here. As we move on to the 7th pitch of the at-bat, and it's a 1-2 count. And he just doesn't want to die. That one fouled off again. Umpires out of baseballs. Now they're coming from everywhere. Okay, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Koliev. And that one misses. Now 2-2. And driven over to first base, Talos manages to come up with it. And he's going to take care of Koliev for the second out. Well, that was quite a battle. And there are two away. We go to the top of the order with the center fielder, Ben Witt. And his first pitch swing lifts this one out into right. That is going to drop in front of Biddle. And Win is aboard. Brings up Dom DeFelice. 3 for 3 today with 2 walks. Just needs a home run for the cycle. And this one lifted deep into center field, but Farrell is going to get there. And he takes care of it for the third out. So we go to the bottom of the 7th with the Mariners in mercy territory. They need to score at least 2 runs to keep this one alive, as the Spartans lead it 15-4. Your 7th inning stretch. So we go to the bottom of the seventh. Rob McKenzie takes over the pitching duties for the Spartans from Yuri Holiev. The pinch hitter in for Elliot Biddle is Karan Savat. And first pitch, Jimmy called strike on the outside corner. Nice breaking ball in there. Drops it right in for a strike. And he gives it to him again, swing and a miss. And there is a quick one out. Mariners down to 2 outs. Now they need to score at least 2 runs to keep this game alive. There's a 10-run mercy rule after the 7th inning. And Spartans are leading by 11. That brings up the second baseman, Alex Capraru, 0 for 3 today. First pitch to him is a ball. And this one lifted into shallow left. And it is going to be taken care of by Minato Nagamori, who come into the game for Frank Andrews out there. So down to their last out now. And James Kelly comes in to pinch hit for James Thornton. Nice two-seam action there for a strike. And ground ball over to Gutierrez. He has got the play to Fox, and they get it. And that is your ball game. And the Spartans are the 2025 champions of the Irish Baseball A-League as they take this 3-game series with the first 2 games. And congratulations to them and to the runners-up, the Mariners. Fairly hard-fought games. Spartans got away to a bit of a lead in this one, but first game was a nip and tuck affair all the way through. And finally, good to get some baseball in after a couple of weeks of rainouts. Well done to all the players and umpires. Congratulations again to the Spartans. Signing off.